Welcome. Big news today. The Lurrus has just been banned. Boom, boom, boom. What the heck? Who cares about Pauper? Wait, Map got unbanned? Didn't it just get banned? Okay, well, what the fudge? That's weird. Lurrus banned in Pioneer and Modern. I've been MIA because I had COVID. So this is day 9 and I've been exhausted. Like today I'll probably do an hour and be done with it, but that's where I've been. But I was just so excited when I saw this ban that we came like I just went online. I said F it. You guys we'll do an hour of this. Um Man, it's been absolutely crazy. So no music cuz I have no music cuz I'm recording, but what's everyone thoughts? People your thoughts above me. What's going to happen? Where are we going? Just absolutely bonkers. Ding dong, the witch is dead. Okay, I was talking with R&D about 2 weeks ago, and I wanted all the companions gone. And then I wanted 2 more bands. And they're like, that's greedy. And I was like, okay, sure. And so I thought, honestly, that it was just going to be just the companions, like errata or all of them banned. They went the like conservative route, which I'm not the biggest fan of just banning Lurrus. But I am very ecstatic and happy that they did ban Lurrus. That Lurrus is now Gonzo because that frees up the format. Sure, how good is 4-color? So much better now. Like all these decks are so much better now because the boogeyman of Lurrus keeping him down is gone. The decks that like were weak or folded to Lurrus, hard nerfed. There's so many random decks just took a fat nerf because Lurrus is bad. Pauper? Who the F cares about Pauper? What a random thing. I don't even know what Disciple of Vault's for. I mean, I don't know. Weird. Anyways, since the release of MH2, Modern's enjoyed a period of experimentation and exploration. Despite that, Lurrus has remained a ubiquitous presence in the format across multiple archetypes. Lurrus' play rate 31% in Magic Online leagues decks that started with 4 wins. Oh, Lurrus play rate 31% in Magic Online leagues that started with 4 wins. That's a whole third of the format. Points to a card that has contributed to homogenization of the modern play experience. That was why I said Lurrus probably going to get banned, not because of power level, but because of homogenization. Which it's what happened with Uro, because Uro was at a 50% win rate, but it was homogenization that got Uro to take the axe. There's not significant enough deck building cost to incorporate it into a wide variety of strategies. That's true. As is often the case is larger in non-rotating formats, there are already strong incentives to include as many cheap and efficient cards as possible in your deck due to format speed and a variety of other pressures. Lurrus compounds those incentives by providing a powerful additional resource that helps alleviate the weakness of filling your deck with cheaper and often less impactful cards as games go on. For many archetypes, Lurrus isn't a trade-off but purely additive. That is true. That was the biggest problem with Lurrus, is that you were not trading off anything. You were a better deck because of it. You were sacrificing your 3 CMCs, your 4 CMCs to play a better engine. Like, you're playing 8 cards versus your opponent's 7. Absolutely nuts. How many games, like, actual Lurrus decks? Like, Grixis Monkey, Demir, like, things that actually use the engine of Lurrus, not as an additional thing, but how many times were they getting that out every single game? They were getting Lurrus in their hand pretty much every single game because that was just part of the game plan. You just accepted you were paying 3 mana to put it into your hand, and your deck was built around that. That's just what it became. It wasn't just an additional, I get to have this in my deck and woe is me, like I have to trade off something. No, it's your deck is just boosted. So I've never bought Lurrus because I assumed it was going to get banned forever ago. So I never bought it. Lurrus is the one card I don't own. I own a Yorion. I own a Lutri. I own Kahira. But I don't own a Lurrus. I never bought Lurrus because, like, this card, I knew eventually, everyone knew eventually it was going to get banned, right? Pioneer. I've not played much Pioneer, but I look to play more Pioneer. It looks like Pioneer is pretty fun again, so I'll try it. But if you look at the past, like, tournament, there was like what, four Lurrus decks top eight, and they're all built around Lurrus as the engine. So big change. I'm also shocked that it was a whole Lurrus ban. It wasn't a companion errata. Man, this makes me so excited because other decks, it's like, I guess blue white already. I'm a blue white player, so I already ate up on Lurrus decks. You already were favored against Lurrus, anyways. You couldn't beat four color, so I guess there's that. Lurrus' presence, modern, and Pioneer are large enough for us to act today. The rest of the commanders are seeing a play rate that is in line with diverse and healthy metagame. I mean, for now, right? Like, is Yorion gonna just completely shift the format? And then what they say about Pauper? For more regards about Pauper, yeah. What? That's so random that they just. Ugh. Okay, we're gonna go look at modern decks. Westminster, thank you so much for the sub. Feel better soon. What decks are gonna rise now? Modern Shambles might not fire this week, dude. Their decks are still legal. They can just take out Lurrus, and their deck is still fine to go. Okay, let's look at let's look at recent decks. Let's see what's happening here. Okay, Death Shadow. Woo! Death Shadow take a huge hit. You were getting Lurrus every single game. Like, that's what I meant was probably 70% of games, it's I'm going to be casting Lurrus. I'm going to be getting him and casting him. So, big hit here. Of course, Grixis Shadow is still strong enough to be a deck. And I guess you just go back. You're going to be playing Street Race. The deck is still going to be fine. It's not going to be as strong as it was. But it's still, Death Shadow is very, 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 very playable. Hammer Time. Hammer Time wasn't even playing Lurrus. They just cut it for Cauldras and other 3-mana artifacts. So Hammer Time's still going to be A-okay and completely fine. That still works out. So Hammer Time is still going to be around. It's still going to be a beast of a deck. It might even get better. All right, it gets better because I think Lurrus decks, they don't eat up on Hammer Time, but they're very fine against it. Oh fudge! I haven't done anything with bans. Don't X mark bans. I don't know what that links to. Oh man. Yeah, Hammer Time's still fine. Dash Shadow's still fine. They're nerfed quite a bit. Regen, I think Regen gets even better because I think Lurrus decks were good against Regen. Regen lost to Lurrus decks in my opinion. Like sure, it was still a skill-based matchup, but that 8th card is what really made the difference in my opinion. Blink. What the freak is Blink? I haven't played Modern in 2 weeks, so this is weird. 4 color, 2 color. Yorion decks get much better now. Like, just think, a third of the field just got nerfed, and these decks are still gonna see play. And now you just have to deal with Lurrus. It's so much better. It's actually, I think it's unfair how good the Yorion decks have it. Amulet Titan. Amulet Titan gets even better. I often hate Amulet Titan. I hate Amulet Titan so much. I honestly thought should have been banned like 3 years ago. When was the announcement? Today. Let me. You want the link? I'll give you the link. Good morning. There you go. There's the link. Where are we at? So Amulet. How many? Yeah, there's so many things that are banned because of Amulet. Like once upon a time, but that's not the point. Amulet gets so much better now because Lurrus like preyed on Amulet. Like Amulet could still win, but having a Lurrus dress down loop was nuts. Now like no Lurrus dress down loop is just, oh, that sucks. That really sucks. I wish they would have just took a rat of the companion because I think Lurrus is the perfect power level for modern, but not as companion. Absolutely busted. Yeah, the Expedition map unban is funny. They just nerfed Tron to the ground and then they just gave back map. Burn. Burn goes back to being normal and not playing Lurrus. Like, look at this. This is just the burn list with a Lurrus in the sideboard, and you just played it because you could. This was the problem with Lurrus. Footfalls. How does this change? Man, sideboards change quite a bit. Dude, you know what the weirdest part is? That 3 CMC permanents are going to see play now. How many 3-mana planeswalkers or 3-mana creatures are banned that just didn't see play because of Lurrus? Liliana the Veil, the new Ninja Planeswalker, Spyro. Oh, Blood Moon. Blood Moon's gonna see so much more play now. I don't know who Kaido is. But yeah, Blood Moon is gonna be way more popular, especially because it's like half decent against Blink. Like, look at Jund. I need to buy Timer Gloves now. Dude, Jund, I think Jund's gonna be sick. Let's build a new Grixis. Today we're just gonna talk for like an hour. I don't even know if we'll make it to an hour. I'm on day 9 of COVID, and so I'm still tired. Like right now, I'm like, my energy is there, but I'm like, holy crap, do I feel it? Blood Moon bad versus Besage. It's okay. We're recovering, but I feel it. Boomer Jund is gonna be sick. Mr. Novax. I'm vac. You can be vaccinated and still get it, dingus. Anyways, Yawgmoth. Wait, I think Boomer Jund coming back is gonna be huge. Cause you literally like had to play Lurrus. If you're in these like colors, if you're in that type of deck, you just had to play Lurrus. I am monkey. You're a dingus until you're subbed. What else is there? Man, there's so many random decks that just literally they just said a third of the format is Lurrus. Of all the 4-1s, it was weak Jund. I think it'll still look a lot like Zoomer, but with Gris. See, and I don't think Gris is that good though. In that deck, like just play Lily. I think Lily is just better. Like, what's Gris gonna do? Make a 1/1, and that's it. I don't think Gris is actually that good in Jund. Maybe he's like a fun of, but like I don't even know why. Kills Murktide. Sure. If you have position on the board, it doesn't get spell pierced, but I don't think it's that great. Like you just play Lily, you like why? Like I don't know. You just play like Lily. Lily's coming back. That's for sure. Maybe Gris comes back too. Like who knows? It's open field. Likely means Dredge can move back life in the package again. Why were they not doing that before? Like what changes with Dredge? I guess maybe I'm biased, but I'm really unimpressed by Lily. I mean, I would be unimpressed because if you're playing Lily, that means you're not playing Lurrus. So Lily looks awful because Lily literally looked awful because Lurrus was legal. And so now you have decks might go bigger because Lurrus is bad. Decks might go bigger, then Lily gets better when decks go bigger. Oh yeah, I think new Dredge with Rainbow Lands is just stronger than old Dredge, honestly. But like the format's open. The format is open, but like man, if I were to play today, I would just play 4-color Yorion again. Bigger decks means the lone recursion package is stronger again. It could be. Who knows how this meta is gonna shift? Like you literally just took away a whole third of the format and just nerfed it. So it's like, it's actually pretty crazy. I think it's an open format again. Kind of. Like, 4-color is really, really strong. But what does 4-color lose to again? 4-color loses to, like, super aggro deck. Rhinos. What about... I think Rhinos is a lot worse. And I don't know if this card gets worse. What's the new Hide Segu? I can't remember the name of the new Hyde Seigu card that is out, but that card gets worse and better with Lurrus being banned. Worse because people are gonna raise their CMC of their decks, and better because Lurrus isn't banned, so you don't have to play Lurrus restrictions anymore. Thank you. Hide Sugu consumes all. Like this card. This card was sick because Lurrus was legal. But now I wonder what's going to happen with it because of decks are going to be bigger. Do you think Creativity is a good deck? I think Creativity is a really good deck. I think it's even better now. The only reason why, like, Creativity was already a good deck. The only reason why it was like, oh, do I play this is because it doesn't play Companion. But with Lurrus gone, that knocks out a whole third of the format. So all these decks that didn't play Companions get better because Lurrus is gone. It's actually nuts how everything is affected by Lurrus being banned. Every single deck gets a buff that doesn't have Lurrus in it, and all the decks that had Lurrus in it take a major hit. They'll still be viable, but it makes a change because your Lurrus matchups, they were grindy anyways, and you guys both had access to Lurrus, and now you guys just both don't have it. I think in building the 4-color version with Ran and 3 Archon, I like that deck. I'm a big fan of Creativity. I would give my blessing to play Creativity. Ban Control, I hate Ban. Ever since like Uro Oko era, I just hate Ban. Finally, no blank. We're only gonna be live for like 20 more minutes. I am like completely drained. I feel it all in the back of my head right now because I'm just talking nonstop. But how happy are you that Lurrus is banned? Man, it's gonna be such a good day. I'm literally just so excited that we just went live to talk about Lurrus. Any other questions? Any other opinions? I think it's an open format. Yorion Hate Bears tier 0 now. Yorion gets so much better. Yorion was already very good, and now it gets even better because you're when you go against the Lurrus S decks, you're up a card now, which is huge because they're usually attrition based decks, and now they're already ahead. I can play Tassiger again. Yeah, you can play your Tassiger now. Man, what else opens up? There's so many weird, like the Grixis Breach build. To be honest, Modern was just fine with Lurrus, but now it's gonna be a lot more fun. I don't think it was that fun of a thing. I don't think it was. I don't think it was super fun because it was just super. It was super homogenized. Power level, sure, fine, but it was not fun going against Lurrus 4 of my 5 matches in a league. Power level, I think Lurrus was perfect, but the problem is it was in 18 different decks. Blue Red Storm is still mid tier. More is like F tier. I think Storm is very bad because you're so much worse off against force negations now, and so many things get you. Or like, why would I play Storm when I could just play Belcher or 1 card combo with Rhinos? Woo! What else is there? Mill takes a big hit. I think Mill's fine. Actually, I think no. Mill gets way worse because Yorion becomes more popular. I can rebuild. I hope we can rebuild. I think Grixis is fine. I don't know about. I mean, you could just play more control base. I think the format will slow down just a bit. You're still gonna have your fast decks with Hammer Time, but the format I think goes a bit bigger because of no Lurrus, which lets you play your dinky control decks a little bit easier. See you later, Mishra's Ball. Oh yeah, Mishra's Bauble. That's so huge. Like it's still a good card, but it's huge that Lurrus isn't here to get it back every single turn. Oh, 8 crab, 8 mill actually takes a giant hit. because one, no Lurrus, two, more Yorion decks, and three, the average, I would say the average CMC of the format goes up. Chief, is modern great again? Also, what do I buy before it spikes? Ooh, okay. Okay, everyone make your guesses. What do you guys think is going to spike? Oh, what? I mean, probably the like Solitude's probably going to go back up. Lily, oh, Liliana the Veil for sure. Yeah, definitely Lily. Tarmo. I don't know about. I mean, like, I don't know about Tarmo. I think Lily for sure, but Tarmo's been cheap forever. It's not like everyone's gonna go buy. Like Tarmogoyf is still not a good card at the moment, which is insane, right? Spyro, I could see Spyro going up now that it's not as shadow banned by Lurrus. What else is gonna be nasty? A lot of three CMC cards. Anything from Heliod? I think Heliod gets a lot better. I think Heliod was already a good deck, but then, but then taking away the one CMC removal deck, like nerfing it, is big. Foil. How much? How much is a foil full art Yorion? $40. Huh. This probably go up. I'd want one. They're sick. Dude, Yorion's awesome. Lutri? Anyone? Any Lutri believers? I think four color gets better. What else? What else is gonna happen? All right, I'll buy right now. I mean, I would. I mean, I assume it's gonna go up, but not like some crazy amount. But I think Liliana of the Veil is a big, 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 big card. Like lifting deck restrictions is huge. Bank control. No, no, no one plays bank control. Liliana of the Veil. Wait, she's actually still around 60. Jeez. Ren and six. I mean, I don't. I wouldn't say Ren and six is gonna go up in price. Like, there's no reason for it to change. Hammer Time comes a lot worse. No, Hammer Time was already one of the best decks in the format, and it wasn't playing a companion. Hammer Time already had builds without Lurrus, and it was winning tournaments and doing really, really good. And so I think like format slows down a little bit, but then Hammer Time is even better because um train of thought. Hammer Time's even better because they're still aggro fast, but then they also have the 3 mana and swords and then Cauldra. Does humans become better? Yeah, I think humans becomes better. I wouldn't say it becomes very good, but I think a lot of decks become better with the Lurrus ban. You know what the best part is? They just gave us new triomes, so now control is better and it has triomes. Honestly, Rhinos gets better. I think yeah, I think Rhinos could get better. I don't think Rhinos is in a good spot at the moment. It's like always a fun deck because of how strong it is, but I think this deck. I think Hiddy set. What the fudge? What is that stupid card? Let me look again. I'll scroll up. Hide 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 Sue. Okay, I think this card gets more popular. It's already been very popular. I think it gets even more popular. Domain Zoo becomes tier 0, baby. That's the thing. All those decks get so much better. Because why were they worse? Because Lurrus was legal. I'm going to keep saying that over and over. But all these cards, all these decks that didn't play companions, they get so much better because the companion deck of the format is gone. Like, you're playing an attrition game, and the best attrition decks just got a huge nerf. think of how many games you played with Domain Zoo are the crappy, like all these weird decks, and they just win because you guys are like hell bent, and then they just go Lurrus, Mishra's Bubble, and you're like, I lose. You don't get that no more. I go back and forth. I don't understand. Like this card's sick, but I haven't played it yet, so I haven't been too sure. What else is there, you guys? New lads, new triomes. Who's excited for new triomes? Do we have anything else to say before I end this YouTube video? I think I'll end the YouTube video there, but man, yeah. Let me know what you guys think about below about freaking Lurrus getting banned, but we're all excited for it. We'll see you guys next time.